All right, YouTubers. Here is another sad story of a gentleman who was, in my eyes, murdered by the police. This is a campus officer who was a corporal. And from the reports, Robert Redus was gunned down over a speeding ticket. And the witnesses are saying that, 5 or 6 shots were emptied into Mr. Redus, and were saying over his remark, "Oh, you're going to shoot me." I guess the officer, Christopher Carter, did not like that and murdered him. Well, the reports are saying that there weren't any directions given to Mr. Redus. Your typical, put your hands on your head or get on your knees, nothing like that. He just started shooting, according to the witness reports. Let's go ahead and play this video and listen to the report coming out of KSAT. This is out of San Antonio, Texas.
The end of the semester ends in tragedy for a student at the University of the Incarnate Word. He was shot and killed in the parking lot of his apartment complex by a campus police officer. As the Night Team's Bill Barajas explains, his friends are now searching for answers while mourning his death. Sitting side by side, they lean on each other. This group of classmates and friends know no other way. Together they find comfort after their friend Robert Cameron Redus was shot and killed overnight.
It's been really hard to kind of digest and take in because we are still kind of like in the dark about the details that went on that night.
According to the Alamo Heights Police Department, the campus police officer identified as Corporal Chris Carter pulled Redus over after he says he was speeding. While making contact with the Incarnate Ward senior, police say a struggle ensued. During the struggle, Corporal Carter shot Redus multiple times. Friends and classmates are now trying to cope with the loss.
When I first heard the news, I was really in disbelief. I would never think anything like this would happen to any of my friends, especially Cameron.
Cameron was probably the most amazing person that someone could meet. He was so hardworking, so smart. He had straight A's in every classes that we took together.
They described Redus as a young man full of life, with many goals, including graduating next May.
We just always talked about how we would all graduate all together, because we were going through the program together.
Friends and students will join together again tomorrow at 7 p.m. They will hold a vigil on campus to remember their friend and honor his family. Steve? Thanks, Bill. Let's talk about that officer now. Corporal Carter has been put on administrative leave while the Texas Rangers and the Alamo Heights Police Department investigate the shooting. According to police, that is standard procedure for police agencies.
All right, so for some reason the video paused there on this gentleman here that you currently see on the screen, but the audio still played. So yeah, I just wanted everybody to realize that the police are murdering us. Okay, I mean, this guy was unarmed and had 5 or 6 shots fired into him, all for speeding. I mean, this is going on almost on a daily basis, where we're hearing the police are shooting people that are unarmed, and usually nothing ever happens to them. They come up with some, off-the-wall story or whatever, and, they're not held accountable like, we the people are. They have their own private investigators and, police commissions and stuff that look into this, and usually they're just kind of let off. But, like I said, there is apparently an epidemic of our law enforcement murdering the people, or body cavity searches, or forcing them into colonoscopies, and it's just getting worse and worse every day. And here it is now. This guy here, he was he was murdered. You know, if you ask me, like I said, I mean, he was unarmed, and he was shot 5 or 6 times. You know, so just take this for what you will. I mean, like I said, this seems to definitely be happening more and more, and almost on a daily basis here now. So I don't think things are going to get any better until we have our law enforcement carrying around recorders. A cop being filmed is a good cop. So perhaps they should be wearing GoPros. I'm waiting to see if there's any dash cam videos or anything along these lines on this. Doesn't appear to be, but we need surveillance on our police officers. So, I mean, if you see somebody getting pulled over, if you see somebody having an encounter with the police, please go out there and film them. I mean, any chance that you get. I know most of the times it's inconvenient, but when it is convenient, pull your cameras out and start filming, and hopefully they'll realize that we have our eyes on them, whether they're going to do it themselves, like I said, with GoPros, or outfit every police cruiser with dash cams, something along those lines. But yeah, I mean, we need to get this under control. I mean, being murdered because we were speeding is just completely unacceptable. All right, folks, thanks for watching.